Hello, my name is Polina Kalaч. I'm a student of 11th form, school number 36 in Grodno, and I'll speak about Napaleon from Polesye. In his numerous paintings, Napaleon order reflected the unique picturesque panorama of Belarus with its magnificent architectural landscapes, architectural monuments, urban and rural buildings, temples and palaces. The artist left to his descendants an image of his motherland full of lyricism and admiration. Today, the paintings of Napaleon order are almost the only source of information about what Belarus looked like in the pre-photographic era. He left us an invaluable heritage, 1,000 paintings of Belarusian estates, castles and cities. During last 3 decades, the interest in this person has been increasing. Scientific and cultural articles about his life and work appeared in print. His musical compositions are played on concert stages. In 1997, a monument to Napaleon order was unveiled in Ivanovo. In 2001, an album of lithographs, Belarusian in the paintings of Napaleon order, the second half of the 19th century, was released. The year 2007 was declared by UNESCO as the year of our famous countryman Napaleon order. In 2020, a complete collection of Napaleon order's lithographs from the National Library of Belarus collection was released. There are 190 pieces stored there, almost all works of the artist which depict Belarusian landscapes. Napaleon order was born on the 11th of February 1807 in Vorotsevichi family estate in Pinsk in the family of an engineer Mikhail Orda. Napaleon order got his primary education at home from his parents and continued his studies in the gymnasium in Svislach. After the gymnasium, he entered the faculty of physics and mathematics of Vilna University, but in the fourth year of studying he was expelled. Napaleon order took an active part in the uprising 1830-1831 and received the highest award, the Order of the Golden Cross. After the suppression of the uprising, he was forced to emigrate and headed to Italy via Austria and Switzerland. In 1833, the future artist moved to Paris, where, under the influence of the atmosphere of this city with its rich cultural life, he became seriously interested in music and paint. He perfected his musical skills with Frédéric Chopin. He created polonaises, waltzes, serenades and mazurkas, wrote romances and songs. He studied painting and sculpture at Pierre Girard's art studio. During this period, archaeology and architecture became the sphere of creative interest of Napaleon order. The artist accompanied his works with historical annotations. At the age of 36, Napaleon order married a French woman, Irene Baglet. Despite the atmosphere of Paris, full of creativity and life, the artist missed his native places greatly. At the age of 49, he returned to Vorotsevichi, leaving his wife and son Witold in Paris. In the homeland, Napaleon order worked as a home teacher of music, and in his free time he traveled a lot with an easel along the roads of Belarus, Lithuania, Poland and Ukraine. The rigorous and detailed paintings of Napaleon order have become a valuable scientific source for modern historians of architecture, because most of what is depicted on them has already disappeared. The catalogue of architecture drawings by Napaleon order, which was issued by Krakow National Museum, contains 977 drawings and watercolors. Napaleon order died on April 26, 1883 in Warsaw, where he had to work on releasing his album. According to his will, the artist was buried in the ancestral crypt in Janov, now the town of Ivanovo in Brest region. Art definitely helped Napaleon order to resist despair and hopelessness. He left his descendants his own Belarus, which is majestic and romantic, protected by churches, towers, fortresses and castles. Today, looking at what our country was like, we are thinking about what it could become.